Have you ever felt a knot in your stomach during an emotional intelligence training session? That discomfort might be a red flag. Many enter these programs believing they're unlocking self-awareness, but what if that transparency comes with a hidden cost? This trend is escalating, and it's time to take notice. Picture yourself in a workshop surrounded by encouragement and smiles. You're invited to share your feelings and vulnerabilities, and it feels liberating until that sense of exposure becomes overwhelming. Constant transparency can lead to emotional fatigue. Participants often find themselves in a spotlight that feels more like a trap. Remember that moment when you were pushed to open up about a tough experience. Did you feel the weight of expectations? What should be a supportive space can quickly morph into an interrogation room. These programs frequently overlook a crucial element: emotional boundaries. Without them, the environment can turn toxic. Ironically, you come to learn about emotional health, but may leave feeling more drained than when you arrive. Have you heard of vulnerability overload? It's becoming alarmingly common. Revealing too much too soon can lead to disconnection rather than connection, a cycle many don't recognize until it's too late. Before you know it, you might start avoiding those sessions altogether. The initial excitement fades, replaced by dread, and you might even feel guilty for wanting to protect your own space. So, how can you navigate this minefield? First, recognize the warning signs. If you're feeling overwhelmed, don't hesitate to speak up. It's crucial to balance sharing with safeguarding your emotional well-being. Instead of spilling every thought, choose intentional moments to share. You control the flow of information. That's empowerment. Reflect on this in your quest for growth. How much are you willing to share? What boundaries will you establish? The answers lie in your comfort. Trust your instincts. They often know more than you realize. What if I told you that the concept of transparency in emotional intelligence training could come with unexpected risks? It sounds contradictory, right? But understanding this could really shift your perspective. Picture this: you're in a group training session where everyone is encouraged to share their feelings and challenges. It feels great, doesn't it? You're connecting with others and building trust. But what if that openness is actually setting you up for confusion or even betrayal? When we view transparency as purely positive, it's like standing in the open shouting your insecurities to a crowd. You might feel liberated, but are you aware of the hidden risks? Imagine a colleague revealing their deepest fears during a session. Everyone nods in support, but later those vulnerabilities become office gossip. You thought the environment was safe. This is a danger many overlook. Emotional intelligence training often encourages self-disclosure, pushing you to be open. But what happens when that openness leads to misunderstandings? Your words can be misinterpreted, leaving you feeling isolated. Think back to a time you confided in a friend, only to find out they weren't as trustworthy as you believed. That feeling of betrayal, it's intense, right? Now imagine that in a workplace setting, when emotional vulnerability is treated like a commodity in these training sessions, it can feel manipulative. Sharing starts to feel transactional. The warmth of connection fades, leaving you feeling more alone than ever. So, what's the way forward? It starts with setting boundaries. Not everything needs to be shared. It's okay to protect certain parts of yourself. Be strategic. Share what fosters connection without revealing your entire self. Another key step: cultivate a culture of empathy and understanding, rather than just focusing on transparency. Aim for genuine connections, not just the appearance of vulnerability. True emotional intelligence is knowing when to share and when to hold back. As we wrap up, consider this: are you fully aware of the risks that come with the transparency you practice? The next time you enter an emotional intelligence training session, keep this caution in mind. Transparency is a valuable tool, but like any tool, it can be misused. If this resonated with you, please hit the like button and subscribe for more insights. Let's keep the conversation going about emotional intelligence, focusing on safety and understanding. Your journey matters, and navigating it wisely can truly make a difference. Have you ever felt vulnerable sharing your emotions, only to wonder later if it was the right choice? Imagine standing in front of a group, fully opening up, and then realizing you might have put yourself in a tricky spot. Many people see transparency as a strength, while some think they are fostering a safe space. A troubling reality can lurk just below the surface zone that might catch you off guard. Picture this: you're in a workshop where everyone is encouraged to share their personal feelings. You decide to open up about a struggle. Initially, it feels liberating, but soon you notice a shift in how your colleagues treat you. That initial support turns into awkward glances and whispered conversations. What just happened? The truth is, not everyone is equipped to handle that level of honesty. Emotional transparency can unintentionally create divides, leading to feelings of resentment or jealousy. It might even spark gossip, or worse, leave you feeling judged. As we explore this further, let's ask, are the facilitators of these programs truly prepared for the emotional fallout? It's easy to think that encouraging openness automatically builds trust, but that's not always the case. Think back to a time when you confided in someone and later regretted it. You sought connection, but ended up feeling exposed. In these training programs, a similar scenario can play out on a larger scale. Sharing can become a double-edged sword. Now let's raise the stakes. Imagine a workplace that promotes transparency but does genuinely practice it. Leaders encourage employees to share their feelings but fail to provide a safety net. Employees feel pressured to be open while fearing potential backlash. It's like a ticking time bomb. So, what's the solution? We need to recognize that true emotional intelligence involves not just transparency, but also discernment, knowing when and how to share. Setting boundaries is essential for both yourself and others. Reflect on your own experiences. Have you ever felt the weight of being too open or witnessed the fallout from someone else's honesty? While transparency can be powerful, it carries